Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what is new in this update because there is a ton of stuff to cover. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is of course the new keyword, and it is most_wonderful_time. Alright, once you type that, you're going to press escape, you're going to go to your systems over here, get campaign items, receive item account, and you will see David plays NGS. You'll get 50 star gems as well as a weapon camo over here. We also get the Phantasy Star Remix login too, so this is another music CD, so you make sure to pick that up, as well as some build parts. And we also get a daily task bug apology, which gives us 3 special scratch tickets. So as we can see over here, the weapon camo that we got was actually a launcher. It kind of looks like an RPG to me, and yeah, it looks pretty cool, so I'm glad that we got this for free. The next thing I want to talk about is, yes, we finally got the 1 year RGB tag. It's actually called the Rainbow NGS official creator tag, but yeah, we finally got it, and it looks really good with my color scheme, since I tend to lean towards the blue, and well, you know, it just fits really well, and I'm very happy that I finally got it, so thank you. But now for the reason on why you click this video, because of the title, and that is of course the End Master Cubes. What you want to do is go to Task and Quest, go to Task, and go to Limited Time Tasks over here, and scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see right here, Seasonal, Complete Daily Task 3. You actually get 1 End Master Cube for doing this, however, it does require you to do 150 daily tasks. So this will take a little bit of time. And the second one is Seasonal. Earn seasonal points 3, where you need to earn 1,000,000 seasonal points and you'll get another End Master Cube. So these are new and they will be coming throughout all future seasonal events. This is going to be a very consistent way on how you can earn End Master Cubes. However, don't forget, there is still the simple way of going to the treasure shop, and wabam, I got very lucky. I actually logged in today and saw that I got a Master Cube, so I was like, oh, perfect. But it is incredibly expensive. Look at that. It does cost 5 million Meseta for this. I'm gonna buy it because why the heck not? I have the money. But for the regular player, I don't really recommend it. I mean, maybe if you're really desperate, but 5 million Meseta is asking for quite a bit. Now, do keep in mind, you do not need to be a premium member to purchase this. As you can see over here, certain items do have the little premium tag, which means you do need to be a premium member to purchase these arms refiners, for example. But the End Master Cube did not have that tag, so you're able to buy it whenever. Okay, so nothing here. Let's refresh this. Maybe you can get lucky and get another one. Nope, we got Aegis Integras. I'll buy that, sure. And we got special scratch tickets. I'll buy that as well. And nothing here. Wabam. And let's refresh this one more time. And no, we just got photon chunks. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is of course Maquis lower level. So this has been upgraded to a high rank zone. As you can see right here, we now have rank 5 where all of the mobs are level 80. Now, unfortunately, Ritem Al Note did not get updated. As you can see here, it's still rank 4 with level 60 enemies. But the main thing that you want to look at Maquis lower levels over here is all of the different T-Show weapons do drop here, or do have the possibility of dropping here. You also get your Red Sovereigns over here, as well as just Golden Prim swords. So the new armors do not drop here. The new armors, however, do drop from the new urgent quest. So we do have a new seasonal urgent quest, and as you can see over here, this is the drop table. You can get all of the T-Show weapons, you can get all of the different armors, and there's a lot of goodies in this urgent quest. Personally, I find it incredibly fun. I will have a guide video for this coming out tomorrow, but it's relatively straightforward. The TLDR is, if the enemy is the red color, you use the red bullets and you break their shield. If they're green, if they're blue, use the corresponding color of bullets in order to break their shields, and then you can kill them incredibly quickly. That's the TLDR for that urgent quest. The next thing I want to go over is, yes, the seasonal event has started. So when you come to Ritem, the music is different and there's a bunch of pumpkins and it's all spooky. But the main thing that we care about is, of course, our event lady over here. We're going to talk to her. We're going to go to our seasonal shop over here. And as you can see right here, you can actually buy 40 of these Halloween special scratch tickets immediately if you need them. But more importantly, we do have the new seasonal weapons. They are incredibly powerful if you are planning to farm PSC bursts, especially if you are going to Maquis lower levels, because, you know, all of the mobs are seasonal enemies now. So by using a seasonal weapon, you do get the benefit of the seasonal augment over here, which gives you 20% potency, 35% critical hit rate, as well as 30% damage resistance, which is a very big deal. because remember, this stacks on top of its weapon potential, which is actually potency plus 26%, critical hit rate plus 10%, as well as damage resistance plus 10%. And since this weapon drops so often in the combat zones, it's going to be incredibly easy to get a high fixer for these weapons. So if you are planning to farm a lot this month, I highly recommend investing into one of these weapons and just filling it out with some LC capsules and you're good to go. Just make sure that you don't replace the seasonal augment. You need the seasonal augment. That's what makes this weapon so freaking powerful. Now, as for my newer players who are looking for some armor, you can pick up the Ajax armors over here that are already enhanced to level 60, but what's even better is it is already limit broken, so you can just enhance it with Golden Prim armors 2 all the way to 70 or just 61 if you just want that 6th augment slot, and boom, you're good to go. Now, these augments aren't exactly the best. I would probably change most of these augments over here, but it's a good starting point. Now, for those who are planning to do Duel Quest Phase 3, you can definitely just pick up the Ajax armors over here, enhance this to plus 61, and change all of the augments over here to the Defi capsules, and you're good to go. That way you don't need to rebuild an armor or replace an armor, and you can just build out your 3rd set. Now, speaking about Duel Quest Phase 3, you can pick up the Defi capsules Phase 3s in the event shop over here. Now, unfortunately, you can only buy 10 of each. However, in 2 weeks time, I do believe we are getting a refresh for the shop, so they're going to be adding more items over here. So they're probably going to be adding more Defi capsules, so we can probably buy another 30, and that way you don't need to rely on the player market and you can purchase all of your Defi capsules from the seasonal shop. Now, do keep in mind that at Maki lower levels as well as Retem Al Noth, you can actually get those Defi capsules to drop whenever the Rappy spawns. There's like the giant Rappy or the big Chungus. Whenever they spawn and you defeat them, you do get a couple Defi Phase 3 capsules from that, as well as a bunch of triggers. So it's definitely a good idea to farm a Maki lower level or Retem Al Noth if you only care about that. Now, keep in mind, if you are farming for seasonal points and you only care about seasonal points, you can still farm in Retem Al Noth. Even though Retem Al Noth, all of the mobs are level 60 and it's only rank 4, they still drop seasonal points. So if that's the only thing you care about, Retem Al Noth is going to be your best friend because you're going to be able to get a ton of seasonal points incredibly quickly. And on top of that, Retem Al Noth also drops the seasonal weapons. So if you're looking for seasonal weapons because you're trying to get like a fix of 5 on your seasonal weapon, then you can also just farm in Retem Al Noth. So there's no real need for you to go to Maki lower level unless you do want a chance of getting a Tisha over here. Then you can definitely farm here. Another thing I've noticed while farming in Maki lower level is you also get a lot of class EX cubes. I think it's the Starless that is dropping it, or the Equalizers, or the Rappy, but I've been getting a lot of Class EX cubes just farming in Maki lower level, which is really good because if you do need to work on your add-on skills and you don't want to level up all your other classes, you can simply just farm at Maki lower level and stock up your supply of other Class EX cubes that way. But it is finally time to address the elephant in the room, and that is, of course, Grand Dread Keeper. Grand Dread Keeper is a huge disappointment in my personal opinion. 15 HP, 3 PP, 2.5% potency, 5% floor potency, as well as 1% damage resistance. I am fairly disappointed in this. The reason why I'm disappointed is because it actually costs 10 Dreadkeeper 5s, which Dreadkeeper 5 gives you really good stats. It gives you 60 HP, 12 photon power, 8% potency floor increase, as well as 3.5% damage resistance. And you're giving up a lot of this to get that extra 2.5% potency. So who can actually benefit from using Grand Dreadkeeper? And it really boils down to a very specific type of player. If you're using a Tisha weapon, then sure, you can use it. Mainly, it's for people who don't have 100% crit rate and are not using the Veshmel weapons. You can definitely take advantage of the Grand Dreadkeeper, but it is awfully expensive because remember, in order to craft one of these capsules, you need 10 Dreadkeeper 5s. So in order to craft 10 of these capsules, which will give you a 70% success rate, it's going to cost you 100 Dreadkeeper 5s, as well as 100 of the new Fusia capsules that you can only get in Duel Quest Phase 3. So it is awfully expensive for very okay-ish stats. Like these aren't very impressive. For the majority of the player base, I say that you don't need Grand Dreadkeeper. It's actually detrimental to you. By using this capsule, you're probably gonna lose damage. So I can't really recommend this capsule unless you are in that 1% or 0.1% of the player population that has a Tisha weapon. Only then can you consider Grand Dreadkeeper. And if you play a Slayer, I don't really know, because with a Slayer, your crit rate's awfully high already, so this potency floor increase isn't going to be very useful. So personally, I think Grand Dreadkeeper is ahead of its time. I have a funny feeling that it's going to be much more useful when the new 10-star rarity weapons come out, or maybe we get another 9-star rarity weapon that comes out, where it's like, yes, this weapon cannot crit, but it deals like insane amounts of regular damage. Then potency floor increase is going to become a much bigger deal, and then Grand Dreadkeeper might shine in that very specific scenario. But with the way that things are right now, where the majority of players are using Veshmail weapons, there's no real need for this capsule, so you don't need to rush out and try to get it ASAP. And last but not least, of course, I need to talk about Duel Quest Phase 3. So Duel Quest Phase 3 is now available. Now do keep in mind that they have buffed the time. You have 10 minutes to defeat the boss, so getting the first clear reward of 100 star gems is going to be much easier. So I do recommend all players to go through all of the different Duel Quests. You can do Phase 1-1, where you get 50 star gems for completing this. Phase 1-2, another 50 star gems, 1-3, another 50, and 1-4, another 50. So that's actually 200 star gems from just completing Duel Quest Phase 1. And keep in mind that the mobs here are level 70 and you are level 80. So it's going to be incredibly easy to complete it, because it doesn't require you to get an S rank or anything crazy. You just need to clear it, and you have 10 minutes to do so, while the old version only gave you 5 minutes, and they've also lowered the HP of all of these mobs. So it's incredibly easy. Even if you don't have any of the Defi capsules, I highly recommend people to blast through all of your Duel Quest Phase 1s in order to get 200 star gems. If you found it incredibly easy, you can try to attempt Phase 2 over here to get another 100 star gems, and then eventually you can take up the challenge at Phase 3 over here in order to get another 100 star gems, because this is literally 400 star gems sitting here just free for the picking. And you know, 300 star gems over here is going to be incredibly easy to pick up for the majority of the players, since you know, they are lower level and their HP has been decreased, and you have 10 minutes to do it. So you're just do it, guys. It's free star gems. Even if you don't have any Defi capsules, even if you don't have any Duel Quest gear, you're gonna be able to clear it within the 10-minute timer. You'll get a B rank or a C rank, but you'll still get your star gems, okay? And last but not least, you could also get another N Master Cube from completing Duel Quest Phase 3 one time with 5 different classes. Yes, it's 5 different classes. It's gonna take quite some time, but you do get a cool title over here. You get like this lightning bolt, so that's actually new. I didn't know that you could put symbols in your title name, but then again, I don't really play with the title system. Maybe this isn't new, but it's new to me. So this looks pretty cool. You also get some new Vital Gauge art over here, so you get Ran as well as Leo Lin, and then of course you also get your N Master Cube. So definitely worth going out of your way if you do need these N Master Cubes in order to max out your add-on skills.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.